Good afternoon, everyone. 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐧𝐤𝐢𝐧𝐠 here. I'm a registered migration agent here at PFEC. Today I have my esteemed colleague, 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐧𝐤𝐢𝐧𝐠. 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐧𝐤𝐢𝐧𝐠 has been around for a while as a migration agent. He's got a very good exposure to skilled migration visas. Today I'm going to ask him about invitation rounds, Victoria. 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐧𝐤𝐢𝐧𝐠, enlighten us today. What were the hottest occupations? What were the points? And who got invited, basically?
Yep. No, thanks, Nick, for introducing me. So basically, in Victoria, the trends we have seen is always towards health sectors, construction, and education. So within the health sector, we have seen nurses getting invites on 80 points in Victoria for 190. 80 points, that means by their own selves, they would have 75 points, and the state would be giving them 5 extra points.
Excellent. And under construction?
So under the Victorian construction sector, there's been few occupations that have received invites. So for example, wall and floor tiler, solid plasterer, carpenters, painters, all these occupations have been receiving invites on 65 to 70 points.
Wow. Excellent.
So that means there were 60 plus 5. So 5 points were by the state.
So it doesn't mean that you need to have 65 points to qualify for 190. You can have 60 points plus the additional 5 points given to you.
That's right. So basically, inclusive of the state, you need 65 points. So if your own points are, for example, 60 points, that's totally fine. Why? Because in 190, the state, they give you extra of 5 points.
And solid plasters, how many invites we had?
In the solid plasterer sector, we had 1 invite, but that was the only applicant we had applying in that occupation.
Right.
And he ultimately received an invite as well.
Beautiful. So this could potentially mean that if we had more solid plasterers in our office, we potentially had more invitations.
100%. So the thing about these occupations is a lot of demand for these occupations, but the main problem comes in finding employers for the 1 year of experience that they have to do.
So they have to have 1 year work
That's
experience.
right. For the outcome of skill assessment, they need 1 year of experience.
And carpenter has always been one of my favorite occupations. How many we had? What were the points like?
Carpenters, we had carpenters. Points varied, 65 points right through 85 points. All of them received an invite. And basically, carpenter has been an occupation which people are very scared about or concerned about. Why? Because a lot of people have been studying carpenter, all of them in the future will be going into carpentry. And as a result, they feel this occupation won't be in demand. However, this isn't right because all across Australia, carpenters especially are required. Why? For the houses, the upcoming Olympics, for example, the construction shortages, carpenters are always required.
We also have a huge influx of migration now into Australia, and then all of these people, like I'm not exposed to skilled migration as much as you do, but majority of my clients have partner visas. They were skilled migrants previously, so they're getting married, bringing their spouses from overseas, and immediately have children, so they need houses.
100%.
And that translates into
Yep.
wall and floor tiler, solid plaster,
carpenters, painters, all these occupations.
The most in demand, I suppose, because you got to build the whole house
100%
out of wood.
Especially due to Australia facing the housing crisis these days, it's estimated for the next 10 years, we won't be meeting our house demands as well.
Yeah, it is my speculation as well that carpenter is going to be one of those hot occupations for the years to come.
100%.
All right, 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐧𝐤𝐢𝐧𝐠, do you have any other final occupation for us before we wrap this video up?
Yep, so the last sector, I would say, is within the education sector. 2 occupations especially, the first one being secondary teacher. They have been getting invites on 75 to 80 points.
And to become a secondary teacher in Australia is fairly easy as well.
100%.
You just need to do a master's degree.
Bachelor's or master's, basically.
Bachelor or master's.
Yep. That's right. And then with 75 to 80 points, the only thing in Victoria is they prefer applicants who have been working as secondary teachers as well. It's not a requirement, although they would prefer teachers who are already working in the nominated occupation.
So in my extensive experience as a migration agent, I have done a lot of 482s for teachers. Simply because large number of schools, they struggle finding teachers. So teaching is also another golden opportunity
100%.
if somebody wants to migrate to Australia.
100%.
How about early childhood?
ECT, that's been an occupation which has been crowded in the most, I would say. Especially in Victoria. There's a lot of people who have lodged their EOIs for ECT, 85 points for 190.
Well, we had invitations.
100%.
Yeah.
The thing about Victoria is the department, they prefer applicants who have skilled partners. In that sense, basically, they have been giving invites.
Okay, so if you're married, for example, or in a relationship,
Yep.
and you have a partner who has
A valid skill assessment.
potentially a skill that is needed in Victoria as well.
Yep.
So those applications will be favored.
100%. Victoria is the only state that prefers applicants who have skilled partners. They give basically extra priority to them as opposed to if you were just single. So even if you have less points, but you have a skilled partner in Victoria, the department will favor that application and likely they will give you an invite. We have had ECT occupation that was lodged in 491 regional. They were on 75 points, but they had their skilled partner with them. They got invited by Victoria.
Look, it is my experience as well that the states favor those who can contribute most to the state.
100%.
So I would imagine if you're married and you have a skilled partner and both of you probably have a job in Victoria, your application almost guaranteed to be selected by Victorian state.
Yep,
All right.
definitely.
Thank you, Tushar.
Thank you so
We'll
much.
see you in another video.
Thank you.
For another
Thank
state.
you, Nick.
Thank you.